Well, g'day. It's Phil here. Welcome to my live stream. Just let me bring the mix of the voice down a bit. I think it's a bit loud. So, welcome everyone. Thank you very much for joining. Now, there's a couple of you here. I'm not 100% sure how this is going to go. I'm not 100% happy with the setup that I've got. It's not jank. It just seems like it is just as not as good as the recording that I do on a weekly basis. So I'm gonna let this one play out and do what I do, which is noodle, talk to you guys, and see how things go with it. But as I say, I'm not particularly happy with the quality at this point. As you can probably see, I haven't got a full screen. I've got my background in the back there. It's just I've been working on it for quite some time, and it's just not as good as I would have liked. So let's not muck around with talking about the stream and such. Let's get into some noodling. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set some parameters. I can't show you the books that I usually do noodle through because they're a couple of weeks ahead. So what I'm going to do for the moment, I'm just going to noodle through looking for coins of high value. I'm trying to get that so you can see it, and this is a problem. I don't have a great setup. We've got, and I'll do what I normally do, which is put down the commemoratives in a row. Again, you probably can't see it that great. I know there's people talking in the chat, and I very much appreciate it, but I'm also just going to go and see how it is, see what the quality is. Remembrance coin, 60th anniversary, the end of World War II. Commonwealth Games, 82, and see how I go with the quality of not only the stream, but also the coins as they come up, because obviously I can do it a couple of different ways. One is to do it this way with a, and this is currently a webcam, right? So I bought this webcam. It's worth a bit of money, but I didn't pay any money for it. I used some rewards points from Telstra, actually, rewards points from Telstra, and I bought this thinking that it would be a decent webcam because it's a business webcam. It's worth over a couple of $100, so I got it for Nix on a loyalty program, but I'm not happy with it as a what I do. And probably if it was a if I was going to do vlogging or something like that, that might be decent. I could set it up so that it's high quality on my stream or on a video. Now, someone said there, William, it keeps dropping out. Let me have a look at the settings and see if I can fix that problem. No, I think I know what I have to do, but I just don't know how to do it. So what I might do is pick that up a bit. I don't know how that will go. Please, tell me if it's chopping out. Or William, was it your internet that keeps dropping out? Maybe it's not my sound that's dropping out. Maybe it's your internet. Let me know if that's the case. Because I can hear myself. There's a 2021. Now, that's one of the things that I was probably going to do in my next video is talk about the mintages for the 50-cent pieces. I'll probably put that aside for the moment just because I can. But just like everything else, probably need to have a good chat about that. There's a 2022 as well. Another 2001. So hope everyone is well. I know you've been looking forward to the live streaming, but I'm not necessarily a perfectionist, but I do like to put out a decent quality product. So I want to do this live stream with whatever I've got, whatever webcam or camera I've got at the moment, and see how that goes. Because if it's not good enough, then I'll probably have to put it aside until it sounds or looks much better. Because I don't want to put out a necessarily inferior product. There's another 2001. I haven't got very many commemoratives at this point. There's only 3 out there, and they're all the same. And then we've got a Bass and Flinders. So I'm going through it relatively quickly, not as quickly as some others, but I'm doing it the normal way that I would normally do it. There's a 77, and so that is a Silver Jubilee in pretty good nick. Thanks, Christine. Welcome, Christine, Tyler, Brett. Let me see who's here. Brett Park, Christine, Rock 8. Is it Rock 8? 7? I don't know. Rocker, Scott Allen, Tyler, and William. Thank you very much for turning up to my impromptu, didn't tell anyone it was going to happen live stream. And yes, Tyler, there's not going to be any face reveal anytime soon, unfortunately. I think my voice is golden and is good enough for you guys to work with for the moment. It's another 77. It's not in bad nick. Another 21. Let me see where we're at with those. Thanks, David. I'm not sure how good my internet connection is either, so that could very well be the problem. So that's one of the reasons I want to do a test, figure out if my internet connection is actually good enough to do live streaming on a regular basis. Oh, we have a Millennium coin. Let's check. It's not in queues, but I want to see if I can get this in focus better, but not great. Yeah, it's not a particularly, at this point, good way of doing things. I'm not sure how many 50s I've got. I have certainly over $120 worth of 50-cent pieces to go through. I'm using up my weekly 50s hoard at this point to do the live stream. I can always get more. We have a changeover. How's that? And that's covered the most of it. Yes, you're right, Tyler. The internet is not the best in Australia. It could be better. It could be worse though, but it could be better. Let's see how we go. 2010. Love to get a rotation error on one of those, especially on live stream. That'd be fantastic. Another 2001. Another 2001. Looks like we're going to have a big pile of 2001s today. There we go. More Brisbane Commonwealths. 2014. Checking for the crop circle. You can't really see it, but I can see it. And unfortunately, it's one of the reasons I say it's not a great setup is I can't get the focus to be sharp. This is the 2005 Melbourne 2006 Commonwealth Games coin. Start a second row over there. And the year of the family with a normal date. And so it doesn't obviously allow me to speed up, obviously, because it's a live stream. So we'll have to go through everything real time as I talk. Try and not lose my voice or run out of things to say, as it would be. We've got the 2003 Australia's Volunteers. Another 2010, but it is the Celebrate What's Great. That's not great that I can't get manual focus on that. No, certainly not happy about that. That's a 22. Put that to the side. It'd be nice if I could get some good coins, but now that I have said, and I think I'll go back to it, I don't know if I've finished it off, but these coins are not going to go towards any books because the books are a couple of weeks in advance. So if I show you the books now, it'll spoil the next couple of weeks worth of videos for you. So anything I find here, which is of face value, what I might do is make them for the Red Poppy Fund, even if I need it for the book. I think that's probably worthwhile. And I was thinking about starting a book for live streaming. If I do go ahead and do it on a regular basis, maybe once a week, get a book. But I really have to be comfortable about how good the quality is. Yeah, Adrian, I saw your message there. I have been trying for days to try and change the aspect ratio of the camera, but it's not happening for me. I can't get it to change. I can stretch it out, make it filled, but I can't get it to change to a widescreen. And currently, I'm using third-party software to broadcast, which should give me much more options, much more flexibility to do what I want to do, but it's just not happening at this point. Thanks, Christine. I hope it's not too loud. My worst fear is if it's too loud, or if all the background noise that I generate comes in the stream. We got one of those? Yes, we have. Another 21. So yeah, going back to the book. We won't be putting anything in the book. I think if we find anything of over face value, it'll go towards the Red Poppy Fund. I'll have to slot that in somewhere. I may not even have to annotate it because by the time I get around to putting it into the normal videos, the time will go by. But we'll see how we go. I just like to find some good coins, and at the moment I'm not finding anything. As in 2001. Here we go. Look at that. The Queensland, if you can see that, you can't really see it, but it's a Queensland Centenary of Federation. Let's see if I can auto focus it up. There we go. That might be a little bit better. No, not 100%. Focus pulling is terrible. That's a bit better. And that's not a bad nick. Queensland. So we have one. We have one for the Keeper Row down the bottom. Finally. So we'll get back into the hunt. Makes it all worthwhile. finding a coin worth more than face value. And so, yeah, we might do maybe 100 of these 50-cent pieces, and then some $1 coins. I've got some $1 coins as well. Hey Rez, how you going? There's a Weary Dunlop from 1995. For the first time we have today. In 2010, there's another one of those. I'm going to celebrate what's great. The coin flipping sound is louder than your voice, Paul. Thank you very much. That makes me a little bit happier. Although I have no doubt that I will watch this back multiple times to make sure I find out where the errors are. And that 2001. 2004 with the primary school design. And 2001. So yeah, one of the reasons I haven't really done the live streaming is because I want to get the quality right. I don't feel like it's 100% at the moment. There's another Millennium Year, but it's not incused. Can't really see that. That's terrible. So hopefully we power through this without too much problems. 2014. I'm checking for the 2014. I'm checking them for the crop circle error. I'm checking the 2010s for rotation. Sometimes I check the 2012s if I see them for the bubble error, which is very similar to the crop rotation error. It's just in a little slightly different place. There's no way I'm going to be able to show you close up what that is. It's 2001. What is it? Just as normal. We have Bass and Flinders. We've got a decent amount of common commemoratives, but not too many. There's a Prince of Wales, Charles and Di. Some pretty ordinary Nick. Had a good one of those come up recently. Another Weary Dunlop. And there's a really nice 1980. And I'll tell you what, if that's a double bar, we'll be loving it. So let me have a look. Let me see if I can do anything about zooming in. Let's look at this zoomage. Oh, look at Phil go. It'd be great if there was any focus. Oh, that's terrible. No. No, that's not as good as I would like. You're going to check for a double bar. You need to be able to actually see it. No, and it's not a double bar either. It's a very nice 1980, but it's not a double bar. Very good, Nick. I might put that aside just because it is such a good example of the type. Yeah, it's not the focus, it's not the autofocus as such that's working like that, but thank you. 2017. I hope that, no, too late. Wouldn't mind an Eddie. An Eddie would be good to come through. Might as well get through all these rolls. I've got a few more to go. It's been 30 minutes. Not sure how many people are entertained. Thank you very much, Christine. You're right. It is going to be trial and error. There's going to be no doubt about it. There's going to be a lot of error and a little bit of trial. But, I mean, I'm not going to get the noodling part wrong. It's just the video part that's going to be a bit chonky. Oh, that's terrible, that one. The chuck and die. It'd be nice to get an NIFC 50-cent coin, Tyler. Yes, 100%. There's a 19 Jody Clark. I think we know that 19 Jody Clark is no longer a desirable coin as such. The numbers were crazy on those. I think Tassie Coin Hunter was saying that as well, although I'm not sure we were 100%. I haven't researched it enough. I've done research on the $2, which will be in a video that'll probably be out next week. That was a good, Tyler. You're not necessarily that. It was a good suggestion because I've seen other YouTubers do that. PJ from PJ CoinCaps does that quite a bit. His camera focuses quite long. Thank you. Yes, it is, Christine. My very first live. Another couple of 21s. There's a 19 IRB. Pretty sure that one is a low mint as well. Another 60th anniversary. Bass and Flinders. Another 21. 2010. Would be nice to get something worthwhile. Not mad, no mad. What I would say a small mintage is for a 50-cent piece, it would have to be under $1 million. That's a small mintage. I mean, it's still not necessarily scarce because $1 million is a lot of coins. I mean, when you look at it any way you cut it, 1 million coins is a lot of coins. 1 million coins is not a lot of coins when you've got to spread it across 6 states and territories in the country the size of Australia, if they all get distributed evenly. However, if they all get dumped in Melbourne or Sydney or Brisbane, the whole million, then 2 years later you might find some in Perth, and then that would be a very scarce coin in other parts of the country. There's another millennium, but it's not infused. So I reckon small mintages under $1 million, and anything between $1 million and sort of 2 would be nice to have as a collectible. But there's always only going to be one lowest mintage, right? At the moment, we're lucky we've got the 85 and the 93 as joint lowest mintages, really. But they are a long time ago now too. So see how it goes with the numbers. It has been, going up. 1 million eddies. Yes, you're right, Paul. There probably was 1 million eddies in Tassie. It was probably one of those instances where if they minted 2 million, then Tassie got 1 and the rest of the country got the other one. No worries, Rez. It would be unusual for you to look at one of my videos and automatically assume it's a live stream. What did I do with that now? I put that on the wrong one. Excellent. I'm doing that a lot, eh? 2001, no. 2005. 77. Let's call this the last roll of the 50-cent pieces. And there's a nice 1978. That's not too bad. Someone was asking me for nice coins in the 70s, so I might put that one aside. So there we go. There's a nice 79, but it's not a double bar. So 80,000, 800,000, Paul. That sounds pretty high. Yeah. Oh, I thought there was probably one die, which is usually around 250. 800,000 sounds like it might have been, a couple of dies. I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. If you've got that from the mint, then I'd be corrected by yourself because 800 sounds reasonable. Glenn, I had no idea that you'd be turning up. I had no idea that anyone would be turning up, but welcome. Thank you, Glenn, for watching my video. I'm a very big fan of yours as well. Thank you. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clear this aside. So I'm going to take a couple of minutes. So what I'm going to do is just put on my hang on sign and I'll be back just so that I can clear this up and we can move on. Okay, we should be back now. Give me the thumbs up if we're all back. We're all back, we're all well. We're going to get stuck into some $1 coins. Excellent, thank you very much. Rez, Clear Skies, welcome, welcome. Leslie, I see you're here. Thank you for stopping by. Stuart as well. And everyone else has been here a little while. Adrian, Christine, Paul, Rez and Tyler. Tyler from the start. See how we go with the old $1 today. We need to pull this up a little bit. No. Squeaky, squeaky. We have our first commemorative, which I think was a dancing man. I'm going to pull them out like I do with my normal hunts. I'm not going to go through them too hard. We have a 2022, which will be a keeper for the book, or sorry, a keeper for the collection, a cockatoo. I'll keep that down there. Another dancing man. I'll try and hit them both sides today because we're looking for some changeover coins. There's a Charles Kingsford Smith and an Outback coin. There's so many commemoratives in the $1 coin range. $95. Make sure that we are looking through the obverse and reverse just quick enough so that we can get to the next coin. I don't want to take 1,000 years to get through a couple $100 worth of $1. Oh, Sim, yeah, you've missed a little bit, but I've still got dollars to go through. You must have just come on just after I looked at all the participants. And there's Scouting, 2008. (2001) Centenary of Federation. Checker for rotation. Be nice if we had a first live stream with a whole heap of good commemoratives. Centenary of Federation would be nice. No. Peter J, welcome. Yes, you almost did miss the first live, although I've still got quite a number of coins to get through. As I was telling people at the start of the hunt, it's a test. It's a tester to see how it goes. I haven't necessarily been particularly happy with the quality. The sound seems to be all right, and I can seem to work the program that runs behind the scenes, but yeah, I have to work on it a bit more because I'm not as happy as I would like to be. There's a Landcare Australia. Another Centenary Federation to have a crack at. No. 2009. That's nice quality. So we'll go through the obverses and reverses. Yes, Christine, there is a great amount of people here to support. I was hoping it would just be a couple of people where I can muck around and have some failure, but I'm still doing that anyway, really, and it's good that I can go through this process, make sure that I'm happy with what's going on. There's a 2009, but also get through some coins, and those of you who have come later than at the start, that's a very nice 1996. That is an upgrader for sure. It's hard for you guys to see that, but that is a very nice Henry Parks. Put that to the side. But yeah, I'm not going to put any into the book. There's another Henry Parks because otherwise there's a bicentenary. Otherwise it would be too many spoilers because I'm a couple of weeks in advance. Thanks, Peter. I'm hoping that it sounds reasonable. I'm not happy with the quality of the screen though. That's what I've got to work on. Do something with that. Another Charles Kingsford Smith. What's my favourite $1 coin, Glenn? My favourite $1 coin has always been the 1984 proof $1 coin. That's always and forever will be my favourite $1 coin. I can't beat that one. The Mob of Ruse, the very first issue in a proof format. Other $1 have always been great, and there are some fantastic designs, as you would know. But for me, that very first 1984 proof $1 coin, that'll always be my favourite $1. And it's not like there's, not many of them around either. I'll always be able to find one in some small town or in some marketplace somewhere. There's always going to be one of those lumping around. Another Centenary Federation. It'd be nice to find a coin like a changeover or an NIFC that's not going to go into the book. I think I don't even remember if I finished that conversation. I'm not going to start. I'm not going to use the book. I'm going to possibly, if I keep going, start a new book just for live streams. If I'm going to do that on a regular basis, that works. It's a 2007 APEC. Yeah, that's right, Glenn. Easy to get. The quality's great because it was the first one. It's a really nice coin. Here we have a 2021. You can't really see it, but it's an S for Sydney Harbour Bridge. Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 2. I'll tell you what, I'll go ballistic if I find a Tim Tam. Whoosh. Might have to make an exception for my own rules. Maybe that will maybe that will be the only exception to the rules, is when I find something for the Great Aussie Coin Hunt book instead of the collection book. As an International Year of Peace. So, how many we got? We've got another four or five rolls to get through. A couple of Great Aussie Coin Hunt coins that we've already got. Nice to get some a little bit more. There's an A from the AUS series. I'll need to be keeping that because I nearly tapped out my collection of good AUS coins for the giveaway. Don't forget about the giveaway, everyone. I'm pretty sure that 100% of the people who are watching right now have watched my giveaway and have put their name down. But gotta do the right thing and say, watch the giveaway video. 1,000 subscribers. There's an F for footy. Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 1 in pretty good nick too. Yes, I saw that, Peter, a US coin roll hunter, watched my silver stacking challenge and made a comment. It was very, very nice of him. There's a making a difference. Australia's volunteers. I'm going to put that down with the keepers because I always keep those. They always go into my collection. I feel like they're a low minted coin of undervalued low minted coin, actually. A donation dollar. Let's see if it's going to be a new 2021. No, it's still a 2020. I'll put that to the side because that's going to go into the charity pot. Where shall I put it? Over here so people can still see it? No, that's not good. Yeah, we'll go with that. There's a 14 and 100 years of Anzac. The spirit lives. 07 and a Choggum, especially for Sim. It's a Choggum coin, 2011. I don't think I've got one of those yet. Nope. An 84 and a Scouts. A couple of nice keepers, but it'd be nice to crack an NIFC. Distribute is the word, yes, that's right. Thank you. Oh, that's a nice coin. 2017. No Arizo. 2002. Tell me if, because I'm talking and looking at the coins and also looking at the screen a little bit, tell me if it gets out of, if I'm not keeping it in the field of play within the screen field as such. There's another one of those. Centenary Federation. No. It's not so great. Oh, hey Wisey. How you going? 14, yes it is. 16. Another 14. Henry Parks. It's fine, thank you very much. Clear skies. Everything's centered, thank you, Paul. Peter J. Still centered. Yeah, I try and get my hands jammed in so that they don't move too much. I would be much, much happier if you guys could see the coins much clearer. And I probably understand a little bit why Tassie Coin Hunter does his coins at really tight focus. There's not much to muck around with when you're on the tight focus. Hello Samantha, how are you? Thank you for joining my live stream. We're a few minutes in and we've gone through some 50-cent pieces and we're now going through some $1 coins. G'day again, Wisey. And I'm going through all of these $1 coins. This is a 1999. Oh, it has a slight rotation, but not enough to be worthwhile keeping. Because I'm probably not going to get a chance to go through them again. So I'll go through checking obverse and reverse for a changeover coin. Or anything of any particular note. 2011 and another scouting. 2005. Is that a 2005? Is that a 2005? Yes, it is. A 2005 is not one that I'm looking for. Centenary Federation, not rotated. I really would like to get a decent focus going. And an 84. Oh, Dave, I'm not sure that TCH needs to be jealous of my live streams just yet. He's well and truly, at the moment, the king of Australian live streaming coin noodling. On YouTube, that is. Excuse me. Because I think you probably get beaten by a few people on TikTok, but yeah, I don't think he's got anything to worry about from me. Here's another 2020 donation dollar. That was the other. 2003, centenary of women's suffrage. Hey Talia, thank you very much. Thank you for joining my live stream and watching me noodle. Oh, rumor has it that Sim will be doing a live stream collab. That would be fantastic. I'd like to see that. I must say, you know, when talking about live stream collabs, I'll take the accolade of being the first to have a live stream collab with Mr. TCH. And although the Australian Coin Library did his face reveal, which is great, face reveals are great, I'll keep that accolade. Rumor confirmed, is it? Oh, there you go. That's something you guys know that I do not know. Well, we got another 99 and another roll done. 2013. Let's got a few more rolls to get through. We're getting onto an hour, which is crazy, I think. Considering I just wanted to test out the system, see how it goes. You guys have come in and been so gracious with this potato video that I've got going on. So I think I'll learn a definite amount from this. Actually, what I would like to do while we're still going is see if I can put that music that was behind the hold screens, if I can put that behind this, see if it is too soft or too loud. So the music's going to go behind my voice, and I just want you to tell me if it's too loud, if it's overbearing on my voice. As you know, I like to have a bit of music behind what I do. If it's too overbearing, let me know and I'll turn it off. Otherwise, oh, that's a 2016. It's a 2016, 100 years of Anzac, so I'm going to be keeping that one. Hello, Stuart. How are you? Thank you very much for joining my live stream. My very, very first, 100% first live stream. That is a test for whether or not I continue to do live streams and how good a quality it is. Oh. There we go. One of those. Thank you, Tyler. You're telling me it's good. The music's slightly behind. Not too loud, not overbearing. It's hopefully covering my massively heavy mouth breathing that I cannot get away from. 2011, another Choggum. Much better condition than the first one, though. Yes, that's right. We are enjoying a public holiday. Well, in Melbourne anyway, Melbourne Metro. That's one of the reasons that I was able to spend the time today to sit down and do a live stream. It's because we've got a public holiday for the Melbourne Cup. The race that stops a nation. Oh, there we go. There's a Y. The Yowie. Whereas you coin hunt number 1. I'll go with my keepers. There's 2007. Stuart, I haven't seen any 2002 $1 coins yet, but I think there was someone who has seen some. I know that Stalking the Coin is another new YouTuber who has been doing noodling. He noodled a 2021 $1 coin, but not a 2022. But I have heard that some people have seen them, but I'm not 100% sure where or what part of the country that is. Well done, Dave White. Third in the sweep is not too bad. My heart rate was pumping as they were coming down the straight for the 500-meter mark, because the first 4 horses were all in my trifecta, but a couple of them fell out, and my trifecta went a begging. My wife did pick second and third, so she was all right, but I actually haven't checked the sweep. Excuse me. The work sweep yet. You got 3 rolls of 22 ones, Stuart. That's fantastic. And you're in Queensland. I have no doubt that Queensland is getting all the coins, all the new coins at the moment. Thank you very much, Rez, for asking people to like that like button. I'm glad that people... look, there's another 2020. Oh, get my arm out of the way. Oh, that's crazy. There's another 2020 donation dollar. This is the back there. So, getting down to the last couple of rolls here. An 88. 208. So, yeah, getting there. There's a couple of pretty much like a normal hunt, where we've got a few nice keepers for the collection, but again, nothing necessarily for the book. Let's see who we got in the chat. Oh, there's a few people now. Jeeps. Thank you, Adam, for coming in. This is the first time I've seen your name. And Adrian, Brett. There's a couple of people been in and out, which is great. Thank you for stopping by. We're nearly done. So we're down to the last roll. And as we do that, probably just after the last roll, I'll go through what we've achieved today. And then I might go through a couple of things off to the side just quickly, just because I probably can't keep it to myself. There's another Centenary Federation without rotation. We've got here 2015, 100 years of Anzac, so that is a keeper from my collection. 2015 is low minted, that's the lowest of the 4. Hello, Andy Pandy, how are you? You are a little bit late. We are getting ready to shut things down, call time, but there's still a little bit to go. That's the first time today we've hit a centenary of guiding. That's unusual. Usually see a few of those, and hopefully, yeah, get some. No, nothing for the last couple of coins. 2005. So there we go. So 30 subs, which I don't know, Peter. So I put that to the side. That's probably I'm probably not going to come back too hard and go through what I've got. As you can see here, quickly we've got the Cockatoo from the Great Aussie Coin Hunt #3. It's not great to go through, is it? S for Sydney Harbour Bridge. We've got an A from the Dollar Discovery AUS, and that's really hard to tell too. Is that going to autofocus? No, it's not going to do anything for me. And then for footy, on the Great Aussie Coin at number 1, going to making a difference that I always keep for my collection. We've got a 15 and a 16, is that right? Yeah, 15 and a 16, 100 years of Anzac. They'll go into the collection. Got a Y for Yowie. And then from the 50-cent pieces, what we pulled out was a Centenary of Federation from Queensland, which is in pretty good nick. Excuse me. And that was pretty much it. I've got a really nice looking 1980, a really nice looking 1978, which is pretty good. And I got a Commonwealth Games Brisbane, which is also in good nick. Oh, and I did pick up a really high grade Henry Park, which I'm going to put to the side. So I'll put those over to the side. I'll probably the only other thing that I really wanted to say was thank you very much for sitting around and watching me test out my live stream. Hi, Ivan. Welcome. Yes, my very first live stream. It's going reasonable. I'm not 100% happy with it, but I am struggling through. I might turn the music off so that you guys can hear me straight out. Yeah, my wedding ring is always in focus. Thank you, Paul. But I'd like the coins to be in focus. That would be lovely. That would be lovely. Maybe if I get a better camera. That's what I've been thinking. But I don't have unlimited money to spend on the setup of a video. So the other thing I probably wanted to say as I move some of these things out of the way is thank you. As I said, thank you very much for watching my live stream. This week hasn't been too bad. And you would have seen, if you had a look at my stacking video, that I got around to bullion now on Monday, yes, a couple of days ago, to get the coins for my stacking video. So I'm going to pull these out of the way. The only other thing of any note, and I usually would not sort of advertise this sort of stuff, but I had a package from my brother up in Queensland. He's because of me, he's a noodler as well. He doesn't do videos, but he loves to noodle. So yeah, I don't think it's the program because I'm using the similar program to TCH. I just can't get I'm not good enough to get 100% of what I want, which is the quality of the webcam. But as I say, this is a test. I'm going to do it a couple of different ways. This is a webcam that I've got, which is a new one. Yes, Paul, Eugene, that's his name, my brother. I'm going to try it with my phone. I'm going to try live streaming with my phone. I'm going to try it without the program. I'm going to try and see what's good. So for my brother, as I was saying, and I'll probably pull out a little bit, just a little bit. I got this in the mail the other day, which is good for me and good for good for him. He's going to do some deals. He went to an ATM and pulled out a number of rolls, and they happen to be Peacekeeper rolls. So you would have seen I've done many swaps from many people for rolls, and I have a number of them now to be able to do some more swaps with the latest one. Some of these will go into a full roll will go into my collection, and some loose ones will go into my collection, but that'll give me the opportunity to do some swaps with some other people, which is how I've done a number of things as I've got decent rolls over the time, and that's one of the reasons that people email me and talk to me about stuff where they find it, so that we can do swaps about getting stuff that they can't find. So I'm gonna sign off in a second. So thank you very much for watching. 70 minutes, yes, thank you, Peter J. 70 minutes is a very long time for my very first live hunt. I'm going to have to go and have a stiff drink now to calm my nerves from talking to strangers on the internet, just like my mother told me not to do. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I will obviously, it's what's Tuesday today, so I'll have a video up tomorrow, $2. Um, Thank you for watching my first ever live stream and giving me so much support. Let me now analyze what I've done over the next week or so. Maybe I might get another live stream later in the week or early next week, just in a different format, and we'll see how that goes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the hang on sign just for a little bit, and then I'm going to say goodbye. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.